Court documents naming Jeffrey Epstein's associates to be unsealed. Here's what to know. This is from NBC News, ABC News. All the newses are reporting this, but I got NBC right here. What I love about this headline, they send out the headline, everyone goes crazy. And I had this prediction. Look, it could still be proven wrong. But my prediction before the year ended was, we're not really going to get the Epstein client list. We're not going to find out new people, okay? And then 5 seconds later, this headline, they're going to unseal the Epstein client list. I said, oh, wow. Man, maybe I was totally proven wrong. That was fast. That's the fastest I've ever been proven wrong, huh? But hold on. Here's the headline. Court documents naming Jeffrey Epstein's associates to be unsealed. What to know? Subheader, former President Clinton, Prince Andrew, and others are expected to be named. Hold on. We know that Bill Clinton was an Epstein associate. We've known that for the better part of 10 years. Okay? We've seen his name on the flight logs. We've seen pictures of Bill Clinton with Jeffrey Epstein. We know that Bill Clinton flew all around the world with Jeffrey Epstein on the Lolita Express. That he would, when he wasn't flying with Epstein, it's because he was borrowing his plane. I don't need to find out that Bill Clinton is an Epstein associate. Prince Andrew lost his job working for his mom because we all know that he hung out with Epstein. We have pictures of Prince Andrew with Jeffrey Epstein. We have court settlements where Prince Andrew has paid Jeffrey Epstein's former young ladies. Okay? I don't need to hear about that. I want to hear about the and others. That's what I want to hear about. I don't want the names that we already know. That's called a limited hangout, okay? It's a term that in intelligence circles and crisis communication circles where you're caught. You're up against a wall. They got you dead to rights. You've been lying, you've been denying, and now you say, okay, what are we going to do? I'm going to give them something. And so what you do is you only give a little bit. And in this case, you would be giving something that everyone already knows. Yeah, we already know that Bill Clinton hung out with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, did Bill Gates hang out with him too? Yeah, we got pictures of that also. I don't want to hear about those guys. I mean, I'll hear more, I guess, but I want to hear about the guys that I haven't heard about yet. That's the first thing I want. Give us the real Epstein client list, the names we haven't heard. More than that, though, the question that I want to know the answer to with regard to Jeffrey Epstein is, who was he working for? Nothing about Jeffrey Epstein's life really adds up. Very shady past. He's got this business associate / romantic partner whose father was mobbed up with at least 3 intelligence agencies around the world. We know he was mobbed up with British intelligence, maybe Russian intelligence, and certainly Israeli intelligence, okay? We know that Jeffrey Epstein was mobbed up with intelligence. We know this from Alex Acosta, who was U.S. attorney prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein in Florida, who then was up for labor secretary under Donald Trump. And reportedly, in his interview, when he was asked about the Epstein prosecution, he said, I was told not to really go too hard after Epstein because Epstein, quote, belonged to intelligence. What intelligence? I don't know. Is all of that fake? Is that all just fake news and weird coincidences with Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell? Maybe, but I want to know. Was Jeffrey Epstein rigging up his properties to record people engaging in weird illegal sex stuff with underage girls just to enrich Jeffrey Epstein? Look, maybe he was just a con artist, a blackmail artist who was shaking down these rich guys to enrich himself. Could be. Was this part of an intelligence operation? If so, which intelligence? Was he working for foreign intelligence? MI6, Israel, Russia? Or was he working for American intelligence? Or was he working for lots of different type of intelligence? But I want to know less about the scintillating little details of who did what with whom in terms of what was going on in those massage rooms. I want to know who did what with whom with regard to what was this operation for. You know a thing by what it's for. What was this for? What was the Epstein weird sex island and the penthouses and the video cameras? What was that all in service of. Trump remains the top dog in the race. There was a change over the break, though, and the change is that there is a number 2 dog in the race who we haven't seen before, and that would be Nikki Haley. Ron DeSantis has been the number 2 guy in the Republican race for all of 2023, and he is still the number 2 guy. He's just the number 2 guy that's tied with the number 2 lady, who is Nikki Haley. Now, people are shocked by this because people have very strong feelings about Nikki Haley. People who are a little bit more centrist, they really like Nikki Haley. A lot of the Republican consultants really like Nikki Haley. They think that she's got the best chance to beat Joe Biden because she appeals to a broader array of people. Conservatives often do not like Nikki Haley. They find her to be a bit establishment, a bit Bush era kind of Republican, a little eager to go invade foreign countries. And so they don't like her. And some of the criticism from the conservative side of the Republican Party has been intense at Nikki Haley. But when Nikki announced that she was running in this race, I hate to say I told you so, I believe I pointed out that one should not count out Nikki Haley. Everyone was making fun of her. She's going nowhere. She has no constituency. Her views are outdated, blah, 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 all this stuff. I said, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Nikki Haley is a very, very talented politician. She managed, think about this, she is one of, if not the only politician in America who has huge establishment cred, who has major cred among the Bush wing of the Republican Party, who did very, very well under Trump. She served under Trump. She was Trump's face at the United Nations. She was very popular in that role. When she left the White House, Trump basically gave her a ticker tape parade, okay? He had that big press conference sitting with her. Nikki's done a great job. We really like her. Then she turned on Trump. Then she turned back and supported Trump. Then she kind of turned on Trump again, running against him. And still Trump is saying nice things about her. Nikki is very good at politics. So it is no surprise to me that entering into 2024, she is now a number 2 candidate in the race. What we will wait for this week and next week is, can Nikki kick DeSantis to number 3? Right now they're tied. Can she kick him to number 3? I would not be surprised. As I said, I hate to say I told you so, but as I said for a year, DeSantis is great. He's really great. He's a great governor. He's terrific. I really admire the guy. He's fabulous. But part of the things that are really likable about him to someone like me are going to make him unpopular as a candidate because he's a little too Trumpy to attract the establishment centrist folks, but he's not Trumpy enough. He's not Trump, so he's not going to pull enough of the Trump voters, which means that while he looks like maybe he's the best candidate in the race, he's also a man without a home. Man, what a great clip that was. Now, hold up, wait, ring that bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.